Good afternoon. I hope everybody is staying nice and warm, especially with the snow that we had here in South Carolina. I want to start off with saying welcome to Healing Through the Art Studio. My name's Connie Dawkins. I want to welcome everyone for coming and joining in, and even ones who has contacted and chatted with me. Before we begin to do any painting, let's take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in and blow it out. Today we're going to be painting a vase filled with hydrangeas, roses, and mixed assorted flowers. As you paint today, I want you to allow this to be more than just art. Let it be prayer. Let it be a rest, a place where you can rest and just relax. Okay, I'm going to share with you some things because I am working on a book that is back to the beginner's basics with acrylic painting. And it's going to have some designs that I have drawn out with step-by-step instructions on how to paint it, as well as the one that we're going to be working on today. This is one of the paintings that we're going to be working on. This is the vase with the hydrangeas, the roses, and assorted flowers. I did it in a pencil drawing and then went back and did a scan. And what I want you to learn to do, this is tracing paper. Where you could take this, you could copy it, put this on it, and then you'll put it on your canvas. And this is set to fit a 11 by 14 canvas. I have already done this, so here we go. I'm going to flip this around, and the way you'll do it is you'll put the tracing paper over with it. You can tape it down, or if you feel comfortable with just holding it, you're going to trace your vase. Your roses, you do not have to trace each petal, just like the hydrangeas and your assorted flowers. What you'll do is you'll trace your vase, trace your ribbon. You do not need to trace the stems here or the water, just a simple vase shape. The roses and the hydrangeas, you're going to draw circles. And then in the middle of the circle, put R for the roses, H for hydrangeas. And the assorted flowers, you can just draw the circles and put an F or just leave it. Okay, and that's what I have done right here. Let me set this down. But this is one of the paintings that's in the book, and it has step-by-step instructions. So if you get your book, or you can take in, I will leave a copy of this print in the comments, and you can copy it off of it. But as you use your tracing paper and lightly sketch your flowers, your vase, just stop and remember that God already sees you. He sees the full picture of your life. Even if you're only feeling like it's an outlines, He knows what you need. He knows every detail. And through painting, this is a beginning of releasing things that you hold on to. You can release just different kinds of emotions and just share God's love. It's a way that you can just express yourself. Okay, I'm going to get my paints here. I've already put them on my palette. Let me get my palette here. So here we go. I chose to use a sky blue, primary red, yellow, which is a yellow medium. This is painter's gray, and titanium white. Here in the middle, this is floating medium. I really love floating medium because I use it a lot instead of water, because one, it keeps the paints wet a little bit longer. Two, it gives you, the way it dries, it's almost like an oil. Okay, now since you've already got it traced out, we're going to start on painting the background first. So I'm going to take my large flat brush, Dip it over here. And dip a little bit in the floating medium. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of the blue, and I'm going to just grab a little bit of white here, just to do a little mix. Just a little bit. The background is usually what I tell people is the ugly stage of doing background color, but you think about things that we hold on to that we feel that are ugly and how beautiful it becomes. And let's push that paint into that canvas. Like I said, this is the background. Grab a little bit more blue, a little bit more white. Go around. I'm not going to worry about going over my flower buds. I'm pushing up against them because I know how my flower buds are going to come out. Grab some more white. When you're putting your blue and your white on your canvas, I want you to think about which area you want your light source to come from. I put a lot of floating medium on my brush, and it really gives it that very deep wet look. I'm doing X's. One thing I forgot to tell you is when you draw your vase out, think about how you want your table. Like I rounded mine a little bit because you don't want your vase just being like it's suspended up in the air. You gotta have something that's gonna ground it. So think about, you can do a straight square table. You can do, I rounded mine a little bit. Any way you want to. And bring that right up to that vase. And it's okay if it goes over. Come up over here. And here I'm pushing it in there. Really pushing it into the canvas. Have fun with your paintings. So I'm going to bring this in a little bit. And as you can tell with where it's traced, you can still see through and see your colors. Get my paper towel here. Now I really want to blend these in. Clean my brush. This is just putting that full background on there. And see, we can look at the background. Excuse me. The background represents unseen work, what God's doing around you. You know, depending on the colors that you use, it represents, you know, if it's something quietly or just, you know, where you're holding on to your faith and just asking God to use you. I had to get another brush here. I like to blend with these brushes. This is just a makeup brush. And I'm going to come in and do a soft blend, just round and around. Just a nice soft blend. So I'm doing a soft blend. in some areas, just with blank background. I'm still using my makeup brush to soften that in there. So how it just softens it in there. See how pretty that looks. So I'm looking for my lights to be coming from. Yeah. Looking at my canvas and seeing how I'm doing this, you can tell that my light source is going to be coming this way. This is lighter, and I'm bringing a little darker on the other way. And then having a little bit darker over here. I'm still maintaining. Just let that soften in there. Look how pretty that looks. Okay, rinse this brush real good. Get some paper towels. I keep a washcloth or a regular towel close to me when I use my makeup brushes, because it does require a lot more water and we dry them out. The regular towel and washcloths do dry them out better. It's just a makeup brush. Put this over here. Okay. Just see, it's really putting our background in. I want to add to our table. So let's grab another color here. This is a dark titanium white. Have I opened it yet? Yes. Where did I look at it? Let's put it over here. This is going to add to our table. Another flat brush. Grab some of that. Across our table, this is our background colors. Bring our background colors in. Let me lift this up a little bit. So we'll just place and put our table in. Add a little, so add a little contrast to our table. Just come here with the same color with a little bit of that dark titanium, a little bit of painter's gray. And just add some dimension to our table. dipped in lightly in my floating medium and my two colors. Too much of the darker, but that's okay. Because we're going to come in. I have to remind myself that I am videoing and recording, so I stay in front of the camera. I want to thank those who come to visit our channel and subscribe. If you like what you're hearing and seeing, please subscribe and hit the like button. So let's put our table in. Set it down for a minute. And that's my brush. Now I'm going to come in with a little bit of just with the white. I'm going to come into my vase. Just a little bit of white. Very, very light. And you see it slowly taking shape. Okay. Now let's play around a little bit. Okay, so these are, when we drew these out, the round ones here with the R's, that's your roses. Your H's are your hydrangeas. And if you put F or just a dash, that's your, I call it your flowers fill in. Just ones you want to fill in, whatever flower you want. So after we put the table, you know, we got our vase going. You think about, think about your foundation. Think about that this is a place that holds everything for you. And God is our foundation. He holds our most deepest secrets. He holds our love. Just so much holding on to with our faith, regardless of circumstances or anything you're going through. And I've been going through a lot these last few weeks with my husband's health, but we continue to push forward. But like I said, having the table is a foundation for the vase to sit on. That vase is a fragile piece of glass. And see, God recognizes and holds us like that piece of glass. We're delicate to Him. He don't want us to hurt, but He does want us to call on Him. So just think about times that you feel so fragile and you feel like you just can't carry or go through the valley that you're going through. Know that God is holding you. He's carrying you. You're never alone. Even though we can be in a crowded room and feel alone or be by ourselves, you're never alone. God's right there with you. And know that He's always holding and carrying you. He loves you with everything. And just think about 2 Corinthians. I had wrote the verse down. Look here. It's 2 Corinthians 4:7. We have this treasure in jars of clay. In jars. Just stop and think about that. In the Japanese word, as far as us being vases and broken, and it's where it was filled in with gold. This is where you're that clear, that fragile glass that God is holding, and He wants you to release things to Him. So that's what this painting is about, is releasing things that are really you're holding in, that fragile parts, but you release them to God. So that vase is you releasing. Okay, now we're going to start blocking in our flowers. Okay, so let's start with our roses. I am using a flat brush. And what we're going to do is we're going to take just a little bit of just plain red. And I want you to take that in. It's a little bit too wet. Take that red in there to them. That's the good thing about acrylics. You can finger paint. So I'm just going to do the round circles. So you know that's where your roses are going. Round circles. Okay. Then your hydrangeas, I want you to take, just put a little bit of dark blue. And just a little bit of dark blue there. You don't do the whole circle, just like that, just a little bit. Just rinse our brush. Get another one of flat brushes. Another flat brush here. It's a smaller one. What you're going to do, this is a technique called double loading. You can take the red on one side, some white on the other side, and push them in and mix them real good. Just push them into that brush. So that paint is getting in that brush. And take the white again and some red. Push it. And now we're going to start up here with this flower. For the outside, you're going to press it. Brush down. It's like a little wiggle. And in. Do it again, down. I said just making like a little ear, or you're doing little hearts. So it gives you just a triple heart. Triple heart. If you want to just do it with 2 bumps on the heart, you can. I'll bring this a little bit closer so you can see it. You hold it this way, press down, and just rotate it around. It's a little heart. I like to turn my canvas a lot of times when I do these. And up. See, I'm just turning my can, because some people have a hard time with trying to do these roses with doing the there we go. See, it's starting to take shape. Okay. There's several different ways that I do my roses. Just a little bit too much. You've got to watch out so you don't put too much paint on your brush, because it will start mudding. We don't want that. So I like to pinch my brush every once in a while, especially after mixing it. Do the same thing. And come back in here. I think I might add a touch of black. Just to give a little shadow color in there. There we go. Again. Look like that's too much. So I can wipe that off. That's the good part about these. Center of my rose. All right, we're going to do the center of the rose. I'm going to push down, curve, come back with just a little bit of white, and let's do another half curve to go right in there. Let's tuck in. Tuck in. Okay, let's get ready to work on another one. Push that back just a bit. Okay, let's make this rose go up a bit. Our little hearts. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Just doing your hearts to make your roses. Okay, let's bring this one up a little bit higher. Yeah, that was pretty. Okay, so all you're doing is making little hearts. So let's come back in with some more red, a little bit more white, and let's do a little bit smaller hearts. 2, 2, a little bit more white on that one. Okay, so now let's put the center of that rose. Put a little bud in there. And there we go. Okay, we're going to do the third rose. There's our hearts. And our second row. Let's make this one where it's going down a little bit. Put our center. Let's bring our center right here. And a little spot like that. And our rose. There's your 3 roses. Hydrangeas, and use a smaller, smaller flat brush. Excuse me. I'm going to add some blue and a little bit of white. And what you can do is like little teardrops. Okay, let's start with the outside of this one first. It's just like a little teardrop, and they're in 4s. Stick a spray in it. It's okay. Watch out where you place your fingers. Really careful. Like you're doing little teardrops. Doing some of these a little bit darker because they're underneath the other ones, because what we're doing is we're giving an illusion that this is a big patch with the hydrangeas. Little teardrops. Let's see if I can bring this a little closer. Yes, I'm just going in, press and flip. Press and flip. Press and flip. Okay, here we go. Push down and twist. Down and twist. Down and twist. Twist. That's what I call them, those little teardrops. Down and twist, down and twist, and twist, twist. And go over it. This works real good with using a smaller brush because you are coming in making little small petals is what you're doing. Just little small petals. Okay, let's go to the next one. This dry spots here, you can rest your finger on. All I'm doing is twisting it down. So down and twist. I want this one to come over a little bit more. It shows it's overlapping. There we go. Looks like you have a bunch of them overlapping each other. Because hydrangeas are very delicate flowers. Just like we are, we're very delicate to God. You know, sometimes we feel like the journeys that we're on, like, wait a minute, God, are you forgetting about me? No, He hasn't. He tells us to talk to Him. See how that's done? Just fill in here. See, it looks like we've got a huge bouquet just right there with the hydrangeas and the roses. Okay, let me put this down. Well, let's add a little bit. I want to add a little bit more to my hydrangeas, I think. I think I want to bring them. Whoops. Can't have the red in there. I think I want to add just a couple more hydrangeas here. Let's bring this bulb down a little bit. Yes, I like that better. I like that better. Okay. You see how our bouquet is slowly building there. But while we have a little bit of blue and red on our brushes, add a little bit more red, a little bit blue, like a little purple. And let's just lightly trace our bow. Just lightly trace your bow out. You can make your bow any color you want. If you want it to be a little purple, or if you want it to be red, you can make that bow any color you want. I'm just tracing it out here. I'm not filling it in, just tracing it out. See? Now a little bit of it. Okay. to see each flower, like as you block it in. Don't worry about how the details are. Just enjoy and relax. Like doing the little teardrops is what I call them. Whenever I'm doing the hydrangeas, I look at it as the teardrops are me representing me releasing. I'm releasing whatever I'm holding in. I'm releasing it to the canvas, because the canvas to me that is my altar where I'm laying everything to God. I'm giving him my mess. I'm giving him each part of me, because see, each flower is a different layer. So it's just giving it to God, letting him know, hey, God, I'm giving you my mess. I'm not rushing the process. I'm not doing this or that. I'm relying on you, so I'm releasing this to you. And God, I love you. Each detail of a flower as it becomes coming to life. This is your beauty, God. You're taking on my brokenness. Okay, now what? I'm trying to think what flower. I think I'm going to take some yellow and a little bit of my dark titanium, like I used on my table. And I'm going to go 1, 2, just a little yellow. Little yellow flowers, just doing the tear again, or you can do the tear, you can do the hearts, just making little yellow buds. And I'm going to be coming back over these. These are I'm just placing in there. Like I said, don't worry about the details right now. These are where I want some other buds at. Okay. Let me get, remember this is our drawing. You can actually, if you have a long board, you can pin it to the board so that way you can look at it and you can change things. I'm just going to add a few little areas where I know I'm going to put some more. Okay. That's all I'm doing is putting just like little hearts. I'm going to be coming in with some more flowers. We're going to be filling them back in because we've got to do the leaves and some greenery. Okay. Let's take some yellow. Put it in here. Get some of our blue. I'm doing equal parts, yellow and blue. Mixing it to make a nice green. I'll add just a little bit of black over here. Just a little bit more. I'm going to make it a little bit darker green. Right next to it. I'm going to take a little bit more of this green. Add a little bit more yellow to it. So I'm making 3 different style greens. Make this a little bit lighter. Okay. A little bit more dark on this one. Darker green. Okay. Okay, let's take over one of our greens. Let's look at where we're going to do some leaf placements. Let's do a leaf right here. You're going to take your brush on your chisel in, press down, and lift up. Let's do that again. I'm going to keep my brush on my chisel edge like this. This is your chisel. Let's see here. I think I want to put, because I'm looking a little bit at these, but I want to add some other little places too. I want to add some small ones here. A couple small. Press down and lift up. Let's press down and lift up. Add a little bit of the lighter. Press down and lift up. And remember, this is where my light's coming from, so that's why I'm going to be adding some light too. Some more hydrangea. I want to put the leaf up here. I think I want that one to be a little bit lighter. You can feel this all in where you'd like it to. I'm going to do a little bit of a different leaf here. I'm going to push it down and do my little wiggles. Another one. Just make some leaves go this way. I'm just filling them in. You don't have to go exactly by the drawing when you're doing your leaves, just however you feel comfortable. What I'm doing is I'm just putting a little bit lightly push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. Just come here, push and pull, push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. Just fill these in real good. Push and pull. So I'm going to come in with this leaf a little bit different. We're going to wiggle this leaf out a little bit. Do the same up here. Let's bring this one. You got to be very careful so you don't start sticking your finger in the paint. So you can change this up and make it yours. This is your painting. Have fun with it. So I say have fun, enjoy, and relax. There's no right or wrong way. It's just enjoying it and trusting the process. So we're just filling it in. this way. Just push and pull, push and pull. Oh, isn't that pretty? Just coming together. It's a little bit dark in that one. A little more. Oh, that's looking so pretty. So I'm doing is pushing and pulling, putting some dark leaves in there and some shadowing. Just so we can fill it in. See there? Okay. Mix my brush real good. So this is where we're going to fill some flowers in. And at the same time make some little stems. I'm going to get my little round brush here. Let's make some stems in our vase. You don't want all these the same size. They have all different sizes. We've got some stems in there now. Got some little stems in our water, in our vase. Let that dry a little bit because we'll be coming in and doing our water over our stems. Let that dry just a little bit. Let's work on our table a little bit. A little bit. Just fanning out on the table. And it's okay if you have a little bit of, I've got a little bit of red in this brush, so it's just taking it on into the table. It's okay. There's just a little bit of the dark titanium. Something like a filling in here. And some little branches. Mixing just a little bit of the yellow and green. Some little branches. It's a very full bouquet. So all I'm doing is filling in now. Just filling in some little areas. See how that's coming together? Just making some little branches and this come back in. Got one piece of it. Too much water on there. I have to come back and do my stems. I'll tray some of them in, which is okay. Not water, but flooding medium. I'm sorry.